So there's a couple of ways that I want to approach this. The first one, of course, is through through Animation Vertigo, which is a service provider. As a service provider, similar to what Ronnie says, it is very much a work for hire, meaning anything that the client sends to us to work on is that something that we will be giving back, and all rights to it we release. We do not actually own anything that we've given back. However, something that I've started to see more and more is that in contracts they would write there things such as anything that you do, including scripts, programs, tools that help create this product or this output is owned by the company. And again, like Roddy says, at that point you do look into your lawyer and ask them, I need this struck out of this contract. Because in the terms of our contract, my only deliverable is an animated scene. In that animated scene, nowhere does my script, my tools, or my programs included in that asset. Therefore, I need to make sure and protect myself because those programs, those scripts are copyrightable and they are owned by our company. Therefore, it's very, very separate. Even though the scope of work that we do have covers this deliverable, certain ways that we use to be able to create that deliverable is not something that can be owned by the company. The second point on that is when it comes to Campilan, which is a development company. As a development company, everything that we do, the story is copyrighted by us. We own that one. We own the character rights. The character rights, which we subcontract with another company, we ask them to have a release or waiver so that they will allow us to use these characters in whatever means we need it used. If we need it to be used not only in the film, for example, but let's say we want to make a trailer or an ad, or we want to use it for comic books or things like that. We want a permanent release because the idea is it's their scope of work. And once again, it's not theirs to own, but rather something that we work on with them so that we can create this. So a lot of these contracts is actually very, very important. Something that I've learned also fairly recently, especially in the Philippines, is